Hi guys, Sanbonani, it's your girl Tobile from Toby Tells It All, activating Operation Balabala constructively all over again. And yeah, as you can see, I'm not in my normal background. I'm actually in someone's office namhlanje. And guys, like, listen, okay, let me have a frank conversation with you, okay? I actually in honor of Women's Day, I wanted to run a special to say like where I've asked a question, a very difficult question, to various people on social media, actually females, to say, what does it mean to be a woman? And having asked that question and having blogged about it like 2 years ago, I expected people to actually answer this question in the world that we live in, with the challenges that we are facing, with all the stereotypes. Oh, my selfie stick is showing up. But yeah, guys, let's think about this. I asked people a question that was difficult for me to answer by myself. So, hectic, but let's start here. I have a few people that actually answered me, but I realized that this question was difficult, and I'm gonna have a lengthy video about this to say why was it difficult for women to actually define what it means to them to be a woman, But I did have a few responses. Thank you to all the people that are coming up in this video that actually like cared to respond. I understand that it was very difficult for you guys, and I'm very appreciative of the answers that you guys gave. So now take a look at what these guys or these ladies actually had to say about what it means to be a woman. Then we'll chat later, you and me. Yeah.
Okay, Toby asked me to take a video of what it means to be a woman, so my answer will be short. I think being a woman, it means being able to practice self-control, having self-appreciation, and also appreciating other women, being mentally strong, also being inspired, and being empowered as a woman.
To be a woman to me means to know my own self-worth, to realize the power that lies within me, to know that I have a voice and I have the right to be heard.
Happy Women's Month, everyone. Being a woman to me means that you have to be strong, you have to be bold, you have to be ambitious, you are smart, you are beautiful.
A woman in 2019 is a beautiful being, a very beautiful, bold being that is able to strive through and above all these societal ideals. A woman is someone who's courageous enough to not look down on other women, but courageous enough to actually help them when they are in need. A woman is a person who is able to impact her life in a way that it creates a positive outcome for you and everybody else around you. Wow, a woman. A woman is you. If you know that you have a positive impact on a person's life, you are a good, true, and very, very beautiful woman. Do not let what social media says about a woman define who you really are. Rosette says, being a woman today means that you realize that helping other women achieve their aspirations is just as important as achieving your own. And I couldn't agree more. The more we focus on helping each other out with anything that we need, that's how we create a bond that no one can be able to break amongst ourselves as women. We are forever talking about women empowerment, but we are not doing things that empower women on a daily basis. It takes a simple "you look beautiful" to empower a woman. It takes a simple "you can do it, you're a go-getter" to empower a woman. We need to put these words into our vocabulary, into our daily vocab, so that we can just continue to empower women without even realizing it. So yeah.
So hi Tops, you asked me to answer a question on what it means to be a woman. I spent quite a few days thinking about it, and I finally found the answer to be that to be a woman means to give of love. For me, that's very essential, to be a person who's kind, who's loving, who's caring. But more importantly, in this day and age, I think it is to be fearless and to break boundaries. To break boundaries, not in the sense of us wanting to do what men can do, yeah, so not on that scale, but to break boundaries in the sense of doing what we want to do, and not to be afraid to do it. And that's where being fearless is of importance. To be fearless, not to limit yourself, because we tend to limit ourselves, like a woman is not supposed to do that, so we limit ourselves. So for me, it is doing what you love and doing it without fear. So that's what it means for me to be a woman.
What it means to be a woman in 2019 for me: be courageous, have a strong head on your shoulders, do not fall for peer pressure, stay in your lane, do what you have to do at your own pace. You're not in a race with anyone, compete with yourself. Always look out for other ladies without telling others what you did for so and so. Always ask for help, do not get stuck. Have a group of ladies, young and old, that you trust, that you can always talk to, because we tend to bottle up a lot of things and those things destroy us. So always make sure that you have somebody that you trust, that you can always tell everything to. Once you offload, then you'll be all right.
Interesting question. Okay, to me, being a woman means knowing my strengths and not be afraid to embrace it. It means taking ownership of my life and being responsible. It means knowing my worth and understanding that economically, socially, and politically we are equal as men. Siphiwe amandla, we have opportunities and we must just use those opportunities. Wake up in the morning, work hard, don't expect things to be given to you. Yeah, that's what it means being a woman this day and age. Siphiwe amandla, we can be anything that we want to be. If I'm a woman, I can be a man if I want to. So yeah.
So, being female for me means more than just being feminine. It means more than just looking pretty. It means so much more. Being female for me encompasses like strength. It means being valuable. It means having leadership mindset. It means that everything that could possibly happen from an idea, from a goal, is possible, because females are strong-willed people. Females are strong-willed. They are passionate. We are so passionate. It's overwhelming sometimes, but it's necessary. Being female to me means having so much love, which comes from the passion. It means being that person that knows how to take care of everything and everyone. It's not our job to do it. It's not mandatory for us to do it, but we have that in us, and the world needs that. The world needs that kind of female kinetic energy in its life. We are the spice, we are the salt. There are so many things in this world that have been motivated by female beings. Whether people notice it or not, we are the motivation in the world. We are the strengths, we are the leadership, we are
We are the art, we are the peace, we are the passion, the drive, the hard work behind the beautiful bigger picture. We are beautiful, we're gold, we're valuable, we're precious.
So yeah, wow, that was intense, right? So many definitions, so many awesome, actually responses. But then it came back to me. What does it mean for me to be a woman? And it's a whole lot, guys. First of all, it means that I have to be virtuous in my actions. It means that I have to be kind in my approaches as a woman. I mean, we are moving into a world where women are expected to dominate. You know, the 21st century is a century for women. I mean, the future is female, for God's sakes. So what does it mean to be a woman to me? Kind in your actions, virtuous in your pursuits, supporting other women. Gosh, also means that I have to be persevering in all my trials, because as a 21st century woman, we face a lot, and persevering through all of that is the key. You have to master yourself, you have to master your emotional intelligence, your spiritual intelligence, and your intellectual intelligence as a whole. You are photo bombing. What are they saying? Yo, guys, you know, people that disturb us. Okay, as I was saying, we face a lot on a day-to-day basis, and it just means that as women, we have to persevere. We have to be strong in our pursuits. We have to master ourselves. Self-mastery, I always preach this, is very important to be, you know, a woman. This is my definition, guys. This is how I see, this is what it means to be a woman to me. In this day and age where we're facing trials and tribulations, where we are judged, where where labels are put on us, we just have to be, you know, self-mastery. If you know yourself, I think you automatically get a position in the world. You automatically position yourself as a woman in the world, and I think that is very important. Being in the 21st century, we have to understand that yes, we are rising, but let's bring the boy child along. Let us raise our kids. Let us raise a society, a future society that won't have a boy child sitting in my position and saying men matter, or, you know, let the boy child, you know, flourish. So it basically means that we as mothers, as women in society, need to actually spearhead an environment that will actually be inclusive to men and women in the future. So basically, yeah, not an easy question to answer. I was at an event today, and a women in corporate event, and they were actually talking. You know, we were sitting, it was a break time, we were sitting in the table, and I asked this question to women, and they were like, ooh, and then I heard crickets like coming in. They're like, okay, I will have an extensive video where I actually explain this. This is for my special, but I will actually have a video where I discuss why is it so hard to define what it means to be a woman, because is it the changes? I will actually try to unpack this whole situation. So when all is said and done, it basically means as a woman, I have an obligation actually to celebrate other women and support and actually recognize other women as well. So basically, whether you are a miss, a dreamer, or a barrier breaker, or a hustler, a poet, or a homemaker, whether you are daring to be different, a bright bitch, or superwoman, I celebrate you, queen. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Bye. Oh yeah, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share on social media, and use the hashtag Women's Month 2019. I will be releasing a video where I unpack that hashtag Women's Month, Women's Day 2019. Follow the hashtag. It's very interesting stuff, especially since it's been Women's Day, or Women's Day has passed, because I don't think I'm gonna edit this sooner. Guys, like, subscribe, and yeah, share with your friends, and let's grow my channel. Bye.
If you become a shall not be head of state. But my people then go go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment. I want enjoy, I want job life, I want